For years, the HMS Unicorn has had 4 impressive bronze cannons on display that they knew next to nothing about, only that they were a prized collection of Dundee naval hero Admiral Duncan. Recent research has been carried out that gives an insight into the history of the guns.
The research was led by one of our team who has a background in underwater archaeology and in guns themselves. And so he was carrying out the research into them to try and work out the origins of the guns, the manufacture of them, where they went during their life, and how they ended up with Admiral Duncan from Dundee.
The decorative cannons were cherished by the naval commander, and the research revealed that they could date as far back as the 17th century, with one pair cast in Venice and the other in Barcelona.
I think one of the most interesting things about the collection is that the guns actually originate from different parts of Europe, and so they come from Spain and Italy, and they've been brought together as a group. Some of them date from possibly the late 17th century, others from the mid-18th century, and so clearly these were guns that were of interest to Admiral Duncan, and that he brought them together as a personal collection for himself.
The cannons themselves tell the stories of their history. An underwater archaeology master's student who carried out the research showed us what information he gained from one of the Venetian guns.
The most important thing that we found is this. This is the wing and the lion of St. Mark, which is the symbol of Venice. This gives us a perfect point to start with the research. With this, we know where it was made, and also the different shape of the lion could tell us when it were made. So from this, we start researching for the name of the founders that made it, and we found here 2 letters that are GM. That means that it was made probably by Giovanni Mazzarello, who were a founder that were working only at the end of the 17th century.
From studying the engraved initials, the research showed the cannons were made in a 60-year window, possibly at the end of the 17th century. On further study, he found the letter A engraved, which revealed more about the movements of the gun.
The interesting thing about this A is it was engraved after the gun was made. So at some point, someone tried to mark it to represent probably who was the owner. In this case, the symbol is the marked town of Amsterdam.
The research showed the collection was transported to Amsterdam, possibly even as far as Cuba, before coming into the possession of Admiral Duncan in the 18th century. The full research has allowed the HMS Unicorn to showcase a new display relating to the life of Admiral Duncan. Jessica Rourke, That's TV.